The plaintiff is a member of the armed forces who has had his identity stolen April 4th, 2011, by Michael Isaac from Gabon, England. After the theft, the plaintiff was ordered to a specific location where he had been critically injured by an improvised explosive device and medically evacuated under a different name and fraudulent military orders without amending the order series. Michael Isaac had obtained the plaintiff's social security number, as the DCJS review reveals, December 11th, 2020. Note the attachments. The plaintiff was arrested prior to being arrested on June 25th, 2019 at midnight, or 0000 hours, by badge number 199 of the North Tonawanda, New York Police Department. At the time of detention, the plaintiff was filing a police report of identity theft and embezzlement of federal benefits. This is a violation of 18 U.S. Code, subsection 665. The plaintiff was conducting business activities at the time of his arrest on June 25, 2019 at 3:33 p.m. The plaintiff was unaware of security breach, but still has federal firearms authorizations. The police had not requested any supporting documentation at the time of the arrest. Note attachment military orders DR 020-0932. The defendant conferred with plaintiff's family and had his indictment withheld from plaintiff. Mike Zosh had denied the plaintiff's civil rights, which is in violation of 18 U.S. Code 241-242 and 18 U.S. Code Chapter 115, subsection 2381. The plaintiff had taken a plea under a different name and indictment number, V19-0012. The plea address differs than what had been reported in the court compared to probationer address, probation officer ID, November, India 086. So when the plaintiff's benefits were embezzled, March 2020, the defendant had the plaintiff committed to a state psychiatric center under a false identity, detainee inmate number 94B2687. The plaintiff had suffered damages and mental abuse from attorney representation. The plaintiff had exhausted all administrative remedies while on a commitment order and filed a notice to the New York State Attorney General with the intent to file a claim. The plaintiff was deemed competent to proceed by Judge Faso and was released from the Central New York Psychiatric Center. The plaintiff hired Dan Dubois to file a 440 motion to vacate plea December 4th, 2020. But representation had neglected plaintiff's civil rights and allows criminal negligence to continue in a United States court of law. The plaintiff has intended to file a 440 motion and vacate judgment due to deliberate misrepresentation. Intent to file a 440 motion was brought to Dan Dubois' attention upon hiring December 4th, 2020. The plaintiff has intended to disclose new evidence to the judge that the plaintiff was unaware of at the time of plea and proceedings. Evidence was received from Peter Polano of Tully Rinke, PLLC. Plaintiff terminated Tully Rinke representation due to contract stipulations. That's the indictment. So what the hell happened over here? What is this? Why did this happen? It says 9/11/2019. They changed my name on the court docket and held me at the State Psychiatric Center under this pedophile's information. And they changed his name to my name. This file was converted on 9/11/2019 after my arrest. These people were saying I was already in Veterans Court when I was not in Veterans Court. They're lying about everything. And then when I found out, they had me committed to a state psychiatric center, withheld all this evidence, and I've been treated like crap. It's the wrong date of birth. They had me arrested before I was even arrested. Wrong information. This is Michael Isaac's information, also known as Timothy W. Payne or Timothy J. Payne of the 20th Special Forces Group. I wasn't even indicted. My attorney never told me any of this stuff. This whole thing that I've been living through is a fraud. Michael Isaac stole my identity. He's from England. He's from fucking England. And he's a racist. He's a black guy that hates white people. I got blown up and he's still preying on me. My file was converted to match his, but they're changing the dates. That's exactly what it looks like. I got out of the hospital on July 31st. I was treated like crap. And I am being denied all representation from my lawyers. Absolutely ridiculous. And then, when I actually took the plea, they had me take the plea under a different name. They only gave me this information, and they said they were going to dismiss the charge. These people have baited me in to embezzle my benefits. This is my correct name. Army Reserves. Federal firearms authorizations that have been stolen by these people. Customs and Border Clearance Agent, Expert Infantryman, Personnel Recovery, Plans and Operations, Information Assurance, Test results from the ASVAB. 44 is national average. Foreign Disclosure Agent, Certificate of Completion for AFRICOM courses, Installation Management Agency, Preventing Sexual Harassment, Information Assurance, Physical Fitness Test, my complaints, to White House complaints. And shortly after that, I got that in the mail. You tell me, is it a big investigation coming? I don't know. But I'm filing the 440 and suing the state and then filing claims at the federal court.